So it's a random Saturday. Me and the boys have decided we're going to go out. We're going to go out to the clubs. We're going to have a fun time. So me and my mate, we meet up, we drive to the city and we're early. We're early before the clubs open. So we were so bored. We were like, all right. So we start riding these electric scooters. We're literally just riding the scooters, blasting music, talking to a bunch of people, socializing, just literally just getting in the social flow, having a fun time. And I remember that we were walking behind these people up a street. We were pretty far from them, but it was a girl. She had the shortest skirt and two guys with her, all right? And this older lady is coming towards us. And she does like a double look at the girl and she like muttered some shit to her husband. And I was in such a flow. I did not process what I say one bit. I was like, I know what a slut, eh? And the lady looks at me or something. I don't even know if she heard me. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck, bro? I didn't even think of that. So I'm like, tell my mom, like, bro, we got to cross the street. Like, just get over. Luckily, no one else heard. And I was like, okay, sweet. So we cross the street. We go to the gym, blah, blah, just to get a pre-pump, everything. Then when the club's open, we go to the club. So we're in the club and there's two mates, like kind of mates. We see them like already like 3 times in the club before. And we're like, yo, what's good, bro? Like, how are you, man? Vibing. Cause like we went to the club pretty early because there's not really many people there. So it's like fun. You've got a lot of space to like dance and have fun, talk to people, do all this shit. So we're like vibing with them. We're talking how they are. This guy wasn't that drunk this time because one time he was like cooked. He was absolutely cooked on drugs. So we're talking and I'm talking to this guy and he's like, yo, this is my girlfriend. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I realized those were those 3 people. Those 3 people walking up the street. And I was like, bro, no way. Like, no way that just happened. But, they didn't know. They're like, oh, we saw you. We saw you earlier today. And we're like, oh, really? I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, I hope not. But we were just vibing. We were just vibing with everyone, having a great time. Like we met this guy. He was a G, and it was funny because I ended up dancing with this like cute girl. Ended up making out with her, and then she like they go drinks, but they leave, and I was like, yeah, no, kind of just go because you're annoying me, boring me, and I kind of just wanted to dance with the boys. So we're dancing with the boys, and of course, like we go grab water, and I see this girl like kissing this like other dude, and I'm like, oh no, that's fucking funny. Like no strings attached, bro. I just found it hilarious. I was like, kind of felt bad for her as well. Like she was just kissing this black dude, like not trying to be racist or anything. Like it's nothing got to do with this race. I just found it hilarious. I was like, what the fuck? Like, bro, you kissing me? Now you're kissing this guy. Like, dude, like go find like someone like if you want a relationship, go find someone that's not in the club. But I found that fucking funny. I was just laughing with my friend, like pointing to her, and I was like, dude, like just classic girls in the club, eh? So look, we make some friends, we vibe, we're having a good time, going crazy. Literally, we were going crazy. This guy, he's like, bro, like, what? How many drinks you on? I was like, oh, none. He's like, oh, okay, well, you must be doing drugs. I was like, bro, I'm not doing drugs. He didn't believe me. He didn't believe me because I was just having such a fun time. I was just vibing with everyone, just doing crazy shit. And then, of course, my mate, he pulls the guy, he starts making out with her, bullshit, blah, blah, blah. We're like, he was making out with her too long. We're like, bro, like, come dance with us. Like, it's enough, dude. Like, relax. And then he was like talking to this other girl, and it just wasn't there. So me and this other guy that I just met, my guy, he literally puts them together. I go behind the girl and I like nonchalantly like push her in, like I'm acting like I'm dancing. I literally just pushed her into him. They're like cuddling and dancing and bullshit, all this. So me and the bro are like, yeah, let's go. Like we got it for them and everything. But it was just a fun, crazy night. Like I lost them, and then me and this guy were literally just dancing, vibing, and then all of a sudden it's like outside of the club is just gone, and it smells like shit. It turns out there was like a gas leak or something, so like they were evacuating us. We're like, bro, what the fuck happened? Like this place is gonna blow or what? So that happened, and then we go outside, see the bro, and like he's with that girl. There's like two more girls, so like we're all walking to a different club. We're just having a fun time. We're literally this guy I just met. We're literally just posing in mirrors, having a fun time, talking to people. It's just a funny vibe. It genuinely is just a funny vibe. We're just having friends and all this bullshit and stuff like that. Now, this is where it like gets funny and where it gets like questionable. Like, because like yeah, when you go out, you do crazy shit. But for me, it's not really because I'm sober. So I still do crazy shit, and I remember the shit people do. Because like I met a bunch of people, and I was like, "Yo, bro, last week," and they're like, "Huh? What do you mean last week?" I was like, "Bro, you were here last week," and it takes them like 5 minutes, and they're like, "Oh, I remember," because they're cooked, they're drunk. Like 99% of people in a club are like not sober, they're drinking because people are boring these days. They can't actually have fun without drugs and alcohol. Like it's true. So we got to the second club, and it was my music. It was like techno, fast, loud shit. I put my glasses on, and I was just vibing. I was going mayhem. I was going at it. I was like just crazy, all right? And then this girl like matches my vibe. So I'm like dancing with her shit, I make out with her, blah blah. She was like all over me. I was like, girl, relax. And she seemed a bit like recognizable. Like I was like, I kind of feel like I know this girl from somewhere. And then I look at her friend. Her friend's with some weird guy. And this friend's like kind of clapped now. And I was like, no fucking way. So what turns out was we're gonna jump back probably like 3.5 months ago. So we're gonna jump back 3.5 months ago when it was my first time going clubbing. So we were in this club, dancing, blah blah. It was my first time, and I started dancing with this girl. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I was just dancing with her, blah blah blah. And there was her friend in front of me who looked more attractive. And that girl, I was like, I knew that girl was into me. And I found that hilarious because that girl was into me. I was dancing with a friend. And when I left, I kissed that girl. So the girl I was originally dancing, not her friend. And now, after like ages, I was actually making out with that girl that was originally into me. And her friend was right there. And I was like, I said her name. I was like, what the fuck? That's you? And she was so shameful. She was like, yeah, hi. It's like, these girls know what they're doing. They know that they're just going out there kissing guys, getting dick, and just like, they know it's shameful the shit they did. But like, look, we do it as well. I'm not blaming anyone. I just found it funny as fuck. So like, we go outside, blah blah, do shit, and then I'm like, I can drop you off home. I probably could have gone with it, but she was like, "Oh, we got to take my cousin," which was a guy, and then this other girl was there, that girl, and I was like, "Nah, fuck it, I'm just gonna go back into the club." So I run back into the club, get with my bro. We just start dancing. I got this epic video of this girl recording us. We were going crazy on like one of our favorite songs. And then, we all returned to the old club where it was the gas leak. I don't even know if it was a gas leak. And we're just vibing, then it finishes, we go out, we go home. And that girl that was with my bro, they left. And I was like, what the fuck? Why'd they leave? And my bro's phone was dead. So I was like, no, dude, like it could have been ready for, like everything was like set out pathways. And I felt anxious for the bro. I was like, no, like like all this night he was with this girl, and now she's gone. So like somehow we got her Instagram through my Instagram. So like somehow we got her, we messaged her, and then like she's like actually keen. So like we go to them, like I joke around with like they were like crowds of people. I was just like joking with everyone. It was just the funniest time. We get to her, I drop him off, you know. The other girl that was there that I was dancing with, I think she wanted me to stay, but I wasn't vibing. I was like, see ya! Jumped in my car, drove home, and just had a fun time. Like, the moral of this story is do what you want, you know? When you go on a night out, do what you want. Just because it's a girl doesn't mean you have to sleep with her, doesn't mean you have to kiss her. If you're not feeling it, don't feel it. Do what you want, bro. That's why going out with the boys is so much better because you'll actually have a fun time. And look, I say it out of truth. When you don't drink, when you don't do drugs, life is just so much better because for me, it's not a setback, the clubs. It pushes me forward. I get motivation from it. I get these stories I can tell. So of course, like I enjoy it way more than normal people because I'm the one in the club who's going crazy. I'll catch you in the next one, brother. Peace out, my G.